somebody. Welcome to the season finale highlights for Conquer Sports Pros. This was a big-time season. We had state champions in this season. We had guys stepping up this year, younger guys playing on varsity, a mixture of it all. Well, enough of me talking. Let's get to the players. But before we get to the players, we want to thank all of our sponsors for sponsoring these segments. Small Sliders, Montero Motors. We want to thank Robert Wolf and Construction for all that they do for the show as well. Can't forget about our folks over here at New Orleans Talk Network for recording the shows, doing everything for us. Godwin Realty, now known as Piccolo and Ramos Realty. So definitely hit up Joe and the beautiful folks over there. And all of my folks over there at Crescent City, Lamarck Ford out in Harahan, my man Sheldon with the Fleet Trucks. We appreciate all of y'all support as well. And Elliott Security. Elliott Security right now is the #1 security company here in the New Orleans and the region, New Orleans area, Georgia, as far as Mississippi, Texas, the whole nine. So thank you to all of our sponsors for everything that you do for the show. It's greatly appreciated from the bottom of our heart. Definitely. So let's get to these ballers, baby. Let's let the tape roll. Up first, we have Aiden Schwab. Aiden was all over the field this year, showed a lot of quickness, strength off of the edge. His pass rush skills were really good this year. He had 4.5 sacks this football season. Aiden's one of those guys, he recognizes the plays much better. He's gotten really good this offseason. Even during the in-season, he would come in like right here. He would come in during the season and just get some extra work. And it showed in his stats. I mentioned the 4.5 sacks, 36 tackles. He had an interception this year, 3.5 tackles for loss, 2 forced fumbles. I feel like I'm running out of breath just explaining everything, but a high motor kid, and I think he's going to do excellent going into his senior year. Check him out. He's going to go to a lot of the camps and be able to do some one-on-one pass rusher. I'm excited about Aiden as he's getting ready for his senior year. Our next ball up to bat is Anthony Parker, number 97 for the Etnacar Cougars, but #1 in our hearts. Anthony, as I mentioned about Anthony on those other tapes, very explosive off the line of scrimmage, plays with powerful hands, could be disruptive in the backfield. When I was talking about young guys that got the opportunity to play this year in ball, Anthony falls in that category for Etnacar, state champion. We talked about that at the beginning of the tape. Just a good kid overall. Let's let a little bit of Anthony film roll from this past season. As I mentioned to y'all, Anthony had the opportunity to play a little bit of varsity, got a couple of snaps, and even in the JV games, as you can see, just play with just good quickness, creating pressures, interceptions, has that good awareness. He's a shorter player. His dad's like 6'2", 6'3", so I can imagine Anthony being somewhere around there once he gets to his senior year. He's still in his sophomore, going into the spring of his sophomore year. But, again, one of our smarter players over at Conquer Sports. He understands hard work, dedication. I talked to his dad the other day. Anthony wants to turn it up again this offseason, come to more sessions, get more reps. He's even been working with Coach Phil and Coach Drake over at the gym, just getting strong as well. Anthony's one of those players. I look forward to seeing him getting more reps on varsity. This is a competitive car team. And Anthony Parker, y'all make sure y'all check him out this year as well for the state champion Etnacar Cougars. All right, Braylon Montero. That name sounds familiar, right? Yeah, Montero Motors is definitely one of the sponsors for this show. But this kid here, he doesn't get it done in the car lot like his dad. He gets it done on the field. Braylon Montero, where should I start? All right. When Braylon first came to our program, he played just defensive tackle. Leaving John Curtis, he went to Destrehan over there by Coach Scott. Shouts out to that whole staff over there, good group of guys. And he was asked to play on both sides of the ball. Braylon is a dog. For the play on both sides of the ball, you have to be in shape. You have to have it up here mentally because you have to learn more than one playbook. Let's let the tape roll on Braylon. So he had to pick one of those numbers like 58 this year, right? Because you play on the offensive line, defensive line, but you want to make a mark. Here's a player that he plays super strong for the run, for run blocking and on defending the run. He's also aggressive, understands how to keep his leverage, and as I mentioned, the versatility is there because he plays on both sides of the ball. When you cut the tape on with Braylon, you see not only somebody who is going to finish to the end of the whistle, but he's also somebody that's going to play aggressive. He understands work, right? His dad, I was talking to his dad the other day. I mean, the kid gets up and early in the morning, hits the weights in front of his house and does some I don't know, maybe yoga, a couple of other workouts. Well, at least I asked him to do that. Hello, somebody, so he probably doing that too. But I mean, I even checked his Instagram out the other day, just getting some extra work on his own. This is also another in-season workout that y'all just saw. He came during the season to get better as well. So he's one of those players. I do think he will play on a Division I level. At what level, it's still to be determined. Because here's a kid, he's going into that spring of his junior year. Just start to get some offers. Hopefully, when you guys check this out, you will want to take a second look. But man, Braylon is just one of those players. A good kid, come from a good family, works his tail off. I'm telling you, he rallied up all of his teammates the other day, and we call it the backyard ball, and we all worked out in the backyard and. Offensive lineman and defensive lineman. So when you have a defensive player using that type of leadership to get his team better, that's a good sign. So class of 26, Braylon Montero. Another character guy, right? Now, here's a kid, he might miss one Saturday a month because he's super smart, right? So he still goes to like NOCA and does like book smart stuff and just learns different skills. Josh Jenkins, he's number 23 like MJ3, but did I say MJ3? I sure did. Like MJ23, he wears number 23. Josh Jenkins, outside linebacker for John Eric, class of 2026. Josh is another person. He's fast. He's aggressive. You can use Josh on the edge. In addition to using Josh on the edge, you could also put him at linebacker, whether it's will linebacker, which is the weak side, and you can have him play strong. I know last year he played Mike. He'll be coached by a former LSU Tiger like myself, Michael Divinity, this year at John Eric. There's a new coaching staff there, so I look forward to seeing Josh as one of those leaders. That's one of the things that we've been working on a lot this offseason, just him being more of a vocal leader. He does it with the pads. He can run sideline to sideline, as y'all can see on the tape, and he does special teams. Let's let the tape roll on Big Dog Josh. You see the frame, and this picture's old. He's actually gotten bigger since then. That's us this summer working on the levee, just grinding it out. It's hot. Look at us. We're sweating like dogs out there, but he's getting the work in-season workouts. He doesn't miss those. Played a lot of special teams this year. What I like about this play, he finished. It's always good when you have a player that knows how to finish and is effective to the ball. And, you know, he's getting happy right there, made a big-time block. They used him a lot on special teams this year. As I mentioned, he's also excellent to pursuit. You could check him out just running sideline to sideline, a solid tackler, something that even last off season he wanted to make sure that he was taking the right angles with tackles. So we did work a little bit of pursuit. Levy work that Levy definitely gives you the strength, gets you stronger and faster, and of course the heat get you in shape. So that's what Josh. Josh doesn't miss a lot of sessions with Conquer Sport. Another kid come from a good family. His parents do an excellent job at making sure that they reiterate how important it is to excel academically. I want to say Josh has like a 4.0. Don't quote me, but I'll have this information for y'all coaches when y'all call and ask. But I'm excited about his senior year. I know he's excited. He's another one, like I mentioned about Anthony earlier, that doesn't mind taking the extra mile. So he actually puts in some work with Phil and Drake as well in the weight room. Josh Jenkins, y'all be on the lookout for him. You on that bad West Bank, baby, John Eric Patriot. You know that's what Cardell Stewart went. You know, we had all kind of big times go to John Eric, Reggie Wayne. Hello. Mike Banks, baby. You could take it to the bank with Mike Banks. I was excited to say our players won a state championship this football season, and Mike was one of those guys who done that. Over there at Archbishop Shaw, plays defensive tackle. Mike has been in the program since he was in the 7th grade. Has been a starter over there at Shaw now for 2 years. Of course, he transferred from Brother Martin a few seasons ago. Strong, physical. He's very aggressive at the point of attack. He understands that he has to win inside hands most of the time and get that extension. Excellent with gap control. I mean, let's let the tape roll on Mike. State champion, as I mentioned. He lost a good amount of weight. Let me say this backwards. Say this the right way. He actually put on some more muscles and thinned up this year. That first play that y'all saw was in the state championship. See right there, Mike was about maybe 250, 260. I meant to say he played this season around 255. Just quick off the ball, just right there's in the backfield right now making the tackle. He's strong. This year we wanted him to put on about maybe 15 pounds in muscle, and that's something he's going to do. But one thing I always tell him, you can put on weight in college. You don't have to put on a whole lot of weight in high school. As long as you're playing strong, getting stronger, you're in the 300 club with the bench press, you're squatting at a decent weight. That's what matters. Of course, this football season, we want to make a big impression with Mike. He's someone, like if I was to place him today, I would look at like a FCS Division I school like a Nicholls State, like where my son Kentrell played at Northwestern. He can go in there. He's a player that can go in there and play. And we know that today it's much different than before with NIL and all of the different things with the transfer portal. So over here at Conquer Sports, we do it. We make sure that we prepare our players for that next level because it's coming. You're going to be competing against guys that may have been in JUCO for 3 to 4 years or may have started in several SEC games and hits the portal. So we prepare our players that way, and they don't back down. They're not scared, baby. We're going to back down for a second. We're going to take a quick commercial break for our sponsors. Look, I appreciate y'all coaches for checking us out. Even our fans who checked us out on YouTube, we appreciate y'all checking out the highlights, sharing them. It's all greatly appreciated. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back, baby. Conquer Sports, end of the season review. Watch out there now. Hello, somebody. It's your boy Marlon, Big Fave Favorite. And when I'm hungry, I like to make my way to Small Sliders, 1635 Barataria Boulevard, Marrero, Louisiana. Simple, on purpose. When I tell you their burgers are delicious, have some great sauce on them, I'm telling you, when you're just hungry and just need to grab a quick bite, this is the perfect place for you. Small Sliders. The customer service is nice. It's somewhere you can bring the family, hang out and chill, enjoy the atmosphere. Now I'm a big boy, so when I like to take my Small Sliders, I like to get the biggest smalls. Double patties, bacon, cheese, you name it. Just a delicious burger. And I like to top it off with my favorite, the cookies and cream milkshake. There are 3 delicious flavors: milkshake, chocolate, vanilla, and cookies and cream. Small Sliders. Simple on purpose. Y'all come on and slide through, baby. And let them know that you heard about them on Inside the Trenches with your boy Marlon, Big Fave Favorite. Watch out there now.
In New Orleans, football is more than a game. It's a way of life. And just like our offensive line, we protect what matters most. With the big game in New Orleans at Elliott Security Solutions, we don't just protect, we lead. And now, we're hiring the best to join our team. Call 504-392-4424 or visit ElliottSecuritySolutions.com. Elliott Security is a proud partner of Inside the Trenches on ESPN New Orleans.
Hello, I'm Shelton Jordan with Lamar Crescent City Ford. If you are in need of a commercial vehicle, I'm here to help. From F-150s to Super Duty trucks or chassis to cargo vans, passenger vans, or if you're in need of a vehicle to be upfitted, we can build it especially for you. Or if you're looking for a truck or SUV, I can also help you at Lamar Ford Store in Kenner. Feel free to call me at 504-734-3579 and ask for Shelton. Lamar Crescent City Ford is a proud partner of Inside the Trenches on
Hello, somebody. This is Robert Wolf. If you are in need of construction or real estate services, project management services, give us a call at 504-393-2445.
Well, hello. Like Rob just said, hit up Robert Wolf Construction and Real Estate for your real estate and construction needs. And let them know you heard about them on Inside the Trenches with Marlon Favorite on ESPN New Orleans. Hello, somebody.
Hi, it's Alberto Montero. We got a great selection of vehicles in and out of here on a daily basis. We offer financing, all Carfaxes are online, and all our vehicles are serviced and inspected before sale. Best selection and prices in all of the New Orleans metro area. Come visit us today at 1512 North Causeway in the heart of Metairie. Come check us out at MonteroMotors.com.
Montero Motors, a proud sponsor of Inside the Trenches, ESPN New Orleans.
Well, I appreciate y'all for sticking around for the break, and shouts out to all our sponsors for all that they do for the show. So we're going to keep this party going, baby. I like the direction that, like I told y'all, our players are taking from learning the technique and being able to be better players. We really appreciate them. And remember, y'all can follow us on X at Conquer Sport, or if you're an Instagram person, at Conquer Sports Pros. You can check out more videos, more highlights, some of our workouts of our players weekly. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Hello, somebody. Let's keep this party going. Another state champion, Archbishop Shaw. Omari Johnson, number 90, baby, defensive tackle, class of 2026. Let's let the tape roll on Omari. So one thing I appreciated about Omari this year, he wanted to move to defensive tackle, and he did that. We worked this offseason to get him better, get his hands placement right, and right where he needed to be in terms of development. He ended up playing for Shaw, and as y'all see, this doesn't look like somebody that just went to the position. Plays with good leverage. He's very disruptive on the run defense. Explosive first step. I noticed that at first his step was a little elongated when we first started training him, but from there I started to notice he started to get better as we continue with our summer sessions. Again, a young man that didn't expect to become a starter and then became a starter for Archbishop Shaw. You got to appreciate that. Played some special teams as well. They rotated the starters throughout the season, but even in the state championship, Omari handled his business. So shouts out to Omari. I know we're ready to get him rolling this off season. Now, my next player, I start thinking of guys like Von Miller, Jonathan Greenard out with the Vikings. We trained with him and with BT Jordan them out in Dallas this off summer. In terms of pass rush, my next player plays for Hornville. Renan Russ, baby. No fuss with Russ. Number 40 on the field, but number 1 in our hearts. Someone who plays, again, with that quick off the snap quickness, that soon as the ball hike, he's off the ball. That's how he was able to create some sacks this season, and then also ball out. Let's cut the tape on for Renan. Now, one cool thing about Renan, you can't put him multiple places on the field, but what you're going to see a lot on this tape is him rushing off the edge. Penetration, creating a new line of scrimmage, getting the extension, making a tackle for loss. You talk about lateral movement, not wasting any motion, running down, straight down the field. You have the team pent back at their own opposing goal line. You're able to get and make a play. The way that Coach Malta and those guys utilized Renan this year was they played into his strengths for Hornville. This guy's a sack master. I mean, he just has a niche for getting back there to the quarterback, even on plays like this. First move, second move, in the backfield, quarterback sack. That's something we preach all the time at our sessions. You have to get back there in your first 2 moves. After that, the percentage of you getting back to the quarterback then goes down. Making plays, that's what you look for with your players. You want them to be active on the field, alert, able to run sideline to sideline like Renan's doing right here. He comes from the other side of the field, makes the play. I'm telling you, this kid is Division One material. He's class of 27. This was his sophomore tape. This wasn't his junior tape. This was his sophomore tape. Very active, getting after the quarterback. He would come out to Baton Rouge sometime. I do training sessions out there. I have a little more equipment in Baton Rouge, and there he is getting it in with Coach Ryan Brooks. He helps us coach at Concord. Played in the NFL for some years. Again, Renan is one of those kids. He wants to get better. He understands what it takes to be one of the top tier players in Louisiana, and that's what he strives for. We got a newcomer. That's right, baby. Our next player just joined Concord Sports a few months ago, Shamar Bridges, offensive lineman from De La Salle. De La Salle, great coaching staff over there. His tape looks exceptionally well, and I think he's a player that at center, I told him after his first couple of sessions with us, I told him at center, man, you can play at LSU, USC, Florida State, Texas, any of them big-time schools. At guard, I think he could do the same deal, right? I think he's one of those players. Plays with excellent leverage. He understands being able to work on his foot mobility in the pocket. Let's let the tape roll on Big Mar, baby. Now, the first thing I noticed from him, he's a gym rat. He likes to work out. He attends 2-3 sessions a week. You check the tape out, man, this kid lays the law down, right? Plays with good inside hands. As I told y'all, he's aggressive with the run blocking, and you want your players to play aggressive. He understands staying low, creating separation with his arms from the defender, and he also understands playing discipline with his hands. So I appreciate Shamar for just being focused on getting better. Perfect size for a professional center. I think he contributes some things to the game that most offensive linemen at this level can't in terms of the perfect combination of size, being able to snap well at the center. The other day at practice, he played at the tackle, the guard, when we were doing one-on-ones, the center, on both sides, getting better. Class of 2026, Shamar Bridges. Our next player has been with Concord Sports since he was an 8th grader. Ty Dominic, St. Aug, a young man who plays explosive on the pass rush. He was asked to play more of an interior lineman this year. Plays on a defensive end, edge, could play on both sides. Let's let the tape roll on Ty. Now, one thing about Ty, he understands you have to make plays. You have to play explosive. You have to be able to have good footwork. Ty has excellent footwork, plays with great leverage, explosive at the point of contact. And another thing about Ty, he's constantly trying to get better as well. When we started our off-season training here a few weeks ago, he's like, man, coach, I need to work on a double team. I want to figure out how I could not only become a more explosive player on the interior of the defensive line, but, man, show me how to play on short yardage. That's you got to love it out of your defensive lineman. Ty is somebody, if you ask me, if I'm putting them on a defensive line, I'm putting them at DN, first and second down. But if I want to roll with like a jet package, get more of an athletic interior rusher, you can move Ty at that wide 3. Ty Dominic, class of 2026, big dog, big as a gorilla. Our next player is class of 2027. You'll think this kid went through the transfer portal 3 or 4 times already in college, but no, he's just a kid. He attends Jesuit High School. His name is Zion Forstall. He wears number 0. We call him Sub-Zero. Fast off the edge. He has a relentless motor, relentless effort to the ball. He has the prototypical size that you look for in your defensive ends. Plays with good hands, good leverage. Let's let the tape roll on the Z-Man. Now, one thing about Zyron, he's a playmaker. Arm over, swim, sack. big play in a Brother Martin. This is a district game. Causes a turnover. Look at Coach Ryan losing his mind on the sideline. He's so excited about the play. Turnover. Good play, Big Z. Once again, arm over. He plays like Julius Peppers. If he doesn't have that height yet, he's still young, but he reminds me so much of the young Pep. That's us just getting it in the off season. Look at him playing with aggressive hands, getting to the ball. That's him in the 8th grade right there. This is actually old tape right here. That's Zyron. Look at his hands. This is a guy that's just turned 14, getting ready to be a freshman at Jesuit, putting that work in. Again, he's already got some Division I offers. I think he could play anywhere. I think he could play at Texas. I think he could play at Texas A&M. I think he could play at LSU. I could see a guy like that playing at Georgia. He's that type of defensive end, NFL caliber. Zyron Forstall, number 0, baby, Sub-Zero. He do the whole Sub-Zero Mortal Kombat thing. That's probably for my coaches know what I'm talking about. I know them gamers out there. Last but certainly not least, I'm going to keep the first name Zyron, but I'm going to go Michael Jones right after. Number 92, new on this tape, right? This is actually my nephew. Check him out. Has the size, definitely has the favorite genes, plays for Anna High. He's class of 2025, so Zyron's actually the oldest out of this group. This is his senior year. A competitive team that he played on out there in Anna. Zyron, in my opinion, he still has so much room to grow. There's so much development with him. Let's cut the tape on Zyron. Just like it happens in the favorite gene, strong at the point of contact. Check him out on this play. Point of attack, boom. Get off the ball, awareness, commits in his gap just as long as he needs to the ball, commits to the opposite gap, and makes a play on that one. This is him just holding point on his gap. Again, big player. He's taller than me now. Probably not as heavy. Zyron's probably right at 300 pounds, 6'2.5". Again, still has a lot of room to grow. Was able to make some plays this year for Anna, Texas, getting the backfield. Again, excellent gap control. Zyron has decent football IQ. I mean, he's played the game for quite some time now. He's been around the game for quite some time now. You know, they ball out there in Texas too. So I was extremely proud of his work ethic. Look at him right there playing with good hands, getting off on the ball right there, just balling out. So Zyron Michael Jones, number 92. Anna High, baby, out there in Anna, Texas. Everybody's, man, where Anna, Texas at? It's Dallas, man. He out there in Dallas, Texas, baby. Class of 2025. Proud of him finishing his senior year strong. So, coaches, if y'all got any questions about Zyron or any of our other players, you can hit me up. My information will be right below the show. Most of y'all have my information already. Obviously, there's some new coaches at some new schools. If y'all have any other questions about any of our players, I'd love to answer it. I appreciate y'all time. I appreciate all of our sponsors, our camera crew, Mike and they're doing this thing, Keelan and Tarek. And, yeah, this is the end of the season highlights. State champions, players, young guys getting from JV to varsity. I can't wait to see how these guys spring roll. Well, that's me, man. I'm all in Big Favorite. This is Conquer Sports Pros Review. Peace.